Hi parents, I'm in a tree. I was trying to find a way to make this a little more creative for both of us. A couple quick things. This Wednesday, a friend of mine and a pastor out in Indiana, John Bundick, is hosting a webinar. He's a really awesome guy. He is a really good friend of mine from college, has the same undergraduate degree as me, and he's going to dialogue specifically with teenagers. He's been a youth pastor for a long time, and he's going to specifically dialogue to help us just discuss what the racial problem is and what we can do. And here's why I have a heart for this. We live in a very white community. Nothing wrong with that. I just don't want our students to walk out and not have any experience with this and then step into a different part of the world where it's right in front of them and they have to figure out how to deal with it. I want to be able to have that dialogue now. So that's this Wednesday. There'll be a link to that as well below. Next week, because most parents that I'm hearing from are okay with it, I'm going to host The Rock here at Trinity out in our lawn. We'll be outside so we can do the distance thing. I'm having someone bring a fire pit for us. And I have one cool other thing that I'm wanting to do for our students that show up and that have been consistent throughout this whole season. See this thing? But it's just a mask that's super breathable, made by Sunday Cool. And I'm gonna get a bunch of them that have our logo on it. I've threw the idea out there with a bunch of our students. So I'm going to have some of those for us so that if you're concerned about the safety and the facial masks and whatnot, and then it's just a fun, comfortable thing to have. I clean my barn with it all the time. So that'll be next Wednesday. I'll give more details next week, but probably around 7 o'clock. Won't be food or anything, so we're trying to stay as safe as possible. So hopefully your kids can join us. And lastly, I've used some of their information before, but cpyu.org has some really good information. So below, there's an article on just table talk discussions. This is the 48th one, so there's many more, and I'll put a link to that too that you can dive in to have some good discussion with your kids. So weather's been beautiful. I hope your Monday is beautiful, and we will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks, parents.